Officially, these floors do not appear on any public blueprint.
From outside, they look like every other floor. From inside, almost no one has ever stood there.
Officially, these floors do not appear on any public blueprint.
Reset. So the question is not whether these floors exist, it is why they were built.
Every mega tower has floors built for the public. This one also has floors built for something else entirely. Let us see how they are actually constructed.
Before it becomes a secret, it starts as an ordinary slab of concrete. Every material that will seal these floors off from the world first has to reach it.
This is not the concrete used on a typical floor. It is mixed to a density most buildings never require.
Every batch must pass a pressure no ordinary wall would ever face, emphasizing the extraordinarily high structural standards required for this specialized material.
Within the hour, this mix must reach the site before it starts to set.
Layer by layer, this glass is built to absorb a blast, not break from one, directly explaining the extraordinary protective purpose.
It has to survive forces most windows would never be asked to withstand, emphasizing the extraordinary resilience.
Each panel here is treated less like glass and more like armor.
Even the trucks carrying these panels give nothing away about what they are built for. Through the desert in plain, unmarked trucks, the pieces of a secret start coming together.
Every delivery here passes through more checks than the ones before it.
Notice the fencing in this part of the site is treated differently from the rest, directly drawing the viewer's attention to the visual evidence of restricted. This foundation goes deeper than it needs to for a floor that officially does not need much depth at all, directly planting a subtle but significant.
Twice the steel of a normal floor, for a floor with officially nothing special inside it. Even the core behaves differently. This mix is built to resist far more than weight.
While every other floor cures in the open, this one cures behind a fence.
Compare this column to the ones nearby. This one was never meant to just hold up a ceiling.
Even the workers here know this section gets extra attention, directly acknowledging the shared human awareness of this section's unusual and secretive nature.
Floor by floor, a structure within the structure begins to rise, capturing the striking visual metaphor.
Not every worker on this site is allowed to work here. Before this frame goes up for real, it has to prove it can survive an impact most walls never will.
Most elevators in this tower serve everyone.
These rails will carry a car that most people who work in this tower will never even see, directly emphasizing the extraordinary activity governing this particular piece of infrastructure.
Now the walls that will seal these floors off begin arriving, one panel at a time, marking the definitive start.
Each panel here is heavier than it looks, and for good reason. One panel down, an entire perimeter still to go.
This is not a door for an office. This is a door built to be the last line of defense.
Once this is in place, this floor stops being a construction site and starts being a fortress. Once sealed, this door will answer to almost no one on this site, delivering a striking statement about the door's ultimate interest.
This door will not open for a key. It will open for almost nothing at all except the right person.
Even the corners here are built stronger than anywhere else in the tower, delivering another pointed piece of evidence, reinforcing.
Even from the ground, you can tell this section is treated differently.
Floor by floor, this section keeps climbing quietly, methodically, without fanfare.
Every floor here has exactly one way in, and it is guarded before it is even finished.
So you can finally see it from the outside and the exact floors this entire video is about.
Every seam here is sealed tighter than anywhere else on the site.
Even the power here runs on its own line separate from the rest of the tower, directly revealing yet another layer of deliberate.
Even at sunset, when everything else glows gold.
Every inch of this section passes through hands that were cleared to be here, directly reinforcing the restricted access theme, even.
The cameras go in before the walls are even finished. Halfway there, and still almost no information about these floors exists publicly.
Even the seals around this glass get an extra layer most windows never need, emphasizing the obsessive attention.
The joints under the most pressure here get extra strength, and no visitor will ever notice.
Every so often, visitors arrive who never appear on any site schedule.
Jensen. And then just as quickly everything continues like nothing happened, delivering a quietly unsettling statement about how thoroughly this level.
Once this is in place, this floor becomes fully closed to the outside. And with that final seal, this floor disappears from view, completely delivering the emotional and narrative peak statement of the entire construction block.
Even the door meant to stay closed forever still has to look perfect. Even in the dark, this section will glow, just enough to remind you it is there. Even now, the smallest detail near this section is never left unchecked. One by one, the machines leave what they built behind, and that door stays exactly where it is. Before anyone official ever sets foot inside, every wall is checked one final time. The list of people allowed on this floor is shorter than the crew that built it.
High above this secret, the tower still celebrates its very public achievement.
The world celebrates everything it can see. Some floors simply choose not to join in.
Almost none of them will ever know exactly which floors they are looking at. The public floors welcome their very first visitors tonight. The others already have theirs.
One tower, one skyline, and one section that will keep people talking for years.
Every sunrise will light up this tower, and some floors will still choose to stay in shadow. This is not just concrete and glass. This is what happens when a building is allowed to keep a secret.
This video is created for education and informational purposes using advanced AI tools and human creativity. All concepts, scripting, and storytelling are independently developed to ensure originality. Visuals and animations are generated or enhanced using AI technologies such as VO3, Meta AI, and Grok AI, while final editing and post-production and completed using CapCut and other professional editing tools. No external created content has been copied or reused. Any semblance to real-world environments, factories, or processes is purely coincidental. All scenes shown in this video are digitally created and do not represent real footage. This content is produced with transparency and follows YouTube monetization guidelines.